It's funny, you know, we talk about the move to bring Turbo onto this NRG team. It wasn't just because he was a great player. He does bring an atmosphere that facilitates
it's unique. It's
great
so unique.
gameplay, and that's for a player like Justin, a young guy who's been a special player his entire very young career. Turbo's a great mentor and a great player to have on your team to keep your head in the game.
Without a doubt.
And speaking of keeping your head in the game, Space Station now down by 1, trying to stay in it. Down by 1 in the series, rather. And they have had a couple good looks halfway through game 1, but after that, NRG just took over.
Yeah.
Here's Typical off the back wall, read by Garrett. Now Turbo looking for Justin. He does get the touch. Read well here by Arsenal. Boost to work with as he goes up the side wall. Garrett comes barreling through. Turbo dunks it over 1. And NRG can't go with the third man. Justin has to go back. Garrett picks this one up now. Space Station looking for that offense. Looking for midfield control. Looking for the opportunity.
Arsenal.
It's Arsenal on the shot. Tough save by Justin. Follow up with Typical. He's out of boost. Looking for one more. AXB win. We couldn't get a touch. Arsenal, big touch here. Couldn't catch back up to it. That'll be the attack for Space Station.
Oh,
here's Turbo. I don't know what that was, but it works for Turbo.
You love to see it when a play like this unfolds because he didn't get the flick. It didn't look pretty, but instead he just tumbles in to the defender.
It's the most Turbo goal I've ever seen.
And man, you gotta hand it to him. It was executed well. Might not have been what his first initial thought was.
With his reaction, absolutely not.
Oh yeah.
We can't help but laugh, and NRG take a 1-0 lead here.
And that's tilting. That'll drain your mentality if you're Space Station.
And for Space Station now, you've got to be careful. Can't let NRG run away with it.
Yeah. You can't get stuck like we just saw.
We saw some good stuff early on in game 1. The responses quickly downfield.
Yep.
See if they can do it again. Space Station in the final third. Typical goes backwards. Garrett almost got over. Justin the shot on target and down under the crossbar. 2-0 lead for NRG.
The punishing from NRG. They had such a small window. You can see AXB and Typical. They're so close to each other. They're bunched up. Justin had to make a difficult shot right there in the midfield. And with that small window of opportunity, they capitalize.
So now a 2-0 lead opens up in the first 2 minutes. And Space Station nowhere to be found on the offensive front. Really only one solid attempt.
Yeah.
Maybe one more here as Typical couldn't catch it coming down, and a long clear to Space. AXB's got to go into his own corner. Here's AXB, stuffed by Justin. And Turbo comes through to clean it up and keep possession for NRG. Typical trying to stay with it. Justin comes through. Second touch off the back wall. Garrett's there, but he just couldn't get up high enough. And a counterattack on for Space Station.
And it's not good enough. Just giving away possession. They had the pass. They had somebody downfield, but it just wasn't on target. And still another almost close attempt and a dunk from Garrett G.
Couple of close calls there for NRG. The dunk being the second. Garrett still, you can see NRG doing so well to control the corners on the Space Station side as well. They're really funneling Space Station to the middle of the field, and that third man's just eating it up right now. Here's Arsenal. Just giving away again. Justin will take advantage off the back wall. No touch.
Oh,
the demo comes through. Open net for Turbopolsa.
Justin, when he's not making an incredible shot and putting it on target, he's going for a demo and helping out his team in another way. Turbo playing the cleanup man, the garbage guy. He's out here just throwing it away, and he seals it.
And that's the first goal not assisted by Garrett. It's the first goal of the game. Excuse me, of the series. Here's Justin. Now Turbo, great pass down to Garrett, but Space Station read it. Justin, another attempt. Saved away by Typical. Arsenal, he's been quiet, not only on the offense, but also on the demo front. I haven't really seen anything out of him. Turbo, shot down, saved away by Typical. Arsenal just trying to throw it towards the midfield, but Garrett's so quick. He'll pick up the mid boost as the clear comes through for Space Station. Straight back to Justin. He pushes it over to Garrett. Garrett looking off the back wall. A second touch for Garrett. Almost gets it in, saved away by Arsenal.
And at this point, Space Station, they're just getting tested right now on defense. No plays coming through. This could be an opportunity.
Oh, it goes in for Arsenal. The defender was there for NRG, but he just couldn't make contact.
And that touch from Justin just wasn't enough. Sypico on the other side there to receive it. Didn't quite find the shot on net, but the post bounce was good enough. Arsenal, he responds, and now they only trail by 2 goals, a minute left.
The first goal for Space Station since the 3:37 mark in game 1, and the follow-up there from Sypico almost finding its way in. A great pass out, but no follow-up there from Space Station. Justin able to clear it away.
Oh, it's a big dunk.
Arsenal does get a piece of it. They'll keep NRG on their own half. Here's AXB. A second touch, can't get it. It comes straight out to Sypico. NRG will take advantage. This shot on target from Turbopolsa. A big miss there from Arsenal, and a 4-1 lead for NRG.
Just slight over-aggression. Turbo, again, finding the smallest window of opportunity to get a goal and punish SSG. Just booming it over the defender. And that's a huge safety net that Turbo just crafted himself.
It's really a non-threatening touch there from Turbo. You feel like Space Station should have made the touch there.
Yeah.
Now at 20 seconds, Space Station not looking so good here in game 2. Garrett pass across to nobody. They're just running the clock down.
Final 10.
NRG want to get through this series as fast as possible. This one just going to touch the ground. End of game 2, a 4-1 victory for NRG.
And Space Station, I mean, they cannot break out of their own half, it feels like. They had a couple more opportunities this game. A bit of a slower start. Even last game, I felt like they started stronger. Space Station, their only goal was off of a punishment from Justin's poor clear. But other than that, let's take another look at Turbo's flick. They didn't even want it. He just had to go for the demo at that point.
This will be legendary for Turbopolsa. That flick, the Turbo flick.
Yeah. And this has happened so many times, whether you like it or not. When you can't get the flick, you're still going to keep rolling.
And look at the reaction to the player cam there. I mean, they know exactly what they just witnessed.
Yeah.
And they'll take it. In the end, they put up 3 more, and NRG, I can only compliment them at this point for you, Turtle. If you're on Space Station, if you're Coach Chrome right now,
oh man,
what do you say to your team?